Hey, have you ever thought to yourself, why bother prestiging? Well, there's two reasons for that. A, bloody clothing, or B, the Bloodweb rarity increases. Well, bloody clothing is rather obvious, but the real question is whether Bloodweb increases are worth it or not. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the differences between a Prestige 3 bill and a Unprestiged Meg, what the Bloodwebs look like as you increase. Let's start with what the Prestige 3 Bloodweb survivors look like. I'm going to start with, this is the first Bloodweb. I'm going to increase his level 10 times to see what we get, and then we'll measure what happens when I increase a Prestige or Unprestiged survivor 10 times, my bad, and see what they get. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Here we have the first level of what happens. And we go to the second Bloodweb. Now to the third Bloodweb. On to the fourth Bloodweb. We're hitting the fifth Bloodweb now. This will be our sixth Bloodweb. Moving to the seventh Bloodweb. Now we're hitting our eighth Bloodweb. This will be our ninth Bloodweb. And finally, our 10th Bloodweb. Alright, let's take a look now at an Unprestiged survivor's Bloodweb. Hitting in now. It's the original one going in. This is our first new Bloodweb. Second Bloodweb for Unprestiged. On to the third Unprestiged Bloodweb. And the fourth Unprestiged Bloodweb. Unprestiged number 5. Six Unprestiged Bloodweb. Seventh Unprestiged Bloodweb. Eighth Unprestiged Bloodweb. And here's the ninth Unprestiged Bloodweb. And finally, the 10th Unprestiged Bloodweb. Now, if you really enjoy math, you may have been pausing the video and counting how many there were of each rarity in each Bloodweb. However, if you're as lazy as I usually like to be, don't worry, I've done the math for you. This chart is a compilation of the data I gained from all the Bloodwebs. It shows how many of each rarity there were in each Bloodweb for both Prestige 3 and Unprestiged. You may have already noticed there is a very consistent trend of 3 very rares and 6 rares in each Bloodweb per Prestige level. I did get more ultra rares, with Prestige 3 giving me 6 while Unprestiged gave me 5. However, with 6 out of 11 Bloodwebs and 5 out of 11 Bloodwebs, both are probably based at about a 50% chance of ultra rares appearing in a Bloodweb. The uncommon and common rarities are the ones that varied the most. Ironically, I actually got more uncommons in my Unprestiged Bloodwebs, but that could possibly be a result of my Meg still needing uncommon rarity perks, while my Bill actually just finished getting every tier 3 perk during the making of this video. I've checked out the Bloodwebs for my level 50 killers. They also seem to follow a very similar trend of 3 very rares and 6 rares per Bloodweb. In the end, higher prestige levels do not seem to have a noticeable effect on Bloodweb rarities, at least at level 50. It is possible that you get better rarities on higher prestige for pre-level 50 Bloodwebs, as this experiment didn't really test that, but based on my findings, it's probably not worth prestiging for the sake of better Bloodwebs.